Hi, if you are a high school student in grades 9th to 12th, or maybe you are a parent of a high school student, I want to share some insights with you. A week ago, we were conducting a session for some high school students, and one of the students presented this challenge whereby they felt so much stress and anxiety that it was hard to concentrate, hard to focus on studies, difficult time even falling asleep, having headaches. And this is not unusual. We hear that a lot from high school students because of the stress and anxiety of grades, standardized tests, entrance exams, college admissions, the worries about future, everything rolled in together. And the reality is that when you are stressed and you're feeling so anxious, further emphasis on learning the subjects, whether it's math or science or preparing for a standardized test, can be futile because the part of your brain that focuses on learning, the prefrontal cortex, is subdued by the amygdala, which is your fight or flight response. So when you're threatened, when you're stressed, that overtakes and hijacks the prefrontal cortex. So any effort spent on learning is futile until you can manage the stress and anxiety. What I realized was years ago that my own kids had the same challenge. I looked around, there was simply no program that handled this aspect or prepared students for it. There were programs that would teach how to take standardized tests, how to ace those tests, tell them the math and the questions related tutoring. There were classes that they could take for math or other subject matters in school. But there was nothing about this intangible, sort of the softer skill. And hence, we started the program called Skip the Rat Race, Reimagine Your Future. And the idea there is each student takes an assessment, which gives them a very, very customized report about their personality traits and behavioral styles. And then we peel back the layers to say, what are the strengths and what are the challenges of that particular style, and how can they leverage it to manage their stress and anxiety better. In the case of this particular student, their style was such that they are very, very accuracy driven. They cannot fathom being wrong. And so everything they do that has to be done to the nth degree. And as you can imagine, that takes a lot of time. It could mean that you're spending too much time in some areas and others are not getting done. And hence your stress and anxiety is building up. On top of that, this personality likes to keep to themselves. They can interact with others, but they get stressed with too much conversations with fellow students or even teachers. Now imagine this, that if I am not seeking the clarity from the teacher or from fellow students, and I keep doing more and more on a particular topic, well, I may already be done. I never realized it because I'm not interacting with others. So peeling back those layers and giving them those insights helps reduce the stress and anxiety. And that's sort of the one insight to take away is that sometimes we can be so keen on keep learning the subject, whereas the effort required is to understand ourselves and then apply the changes that will make us excel, manage stress and anxiety, so the learning can be better.